Good afternoon, sir. This is itzblacktheatre.com. What's your name?
Hello, Weusi Baraka.
Mr. Baraka, you have been a fabulous staple at the National Black Theatre Festival for many years. How long have you actually been with the festival?
So long I can't really remember the year, but the festival started in '89, right?
Yes.
I think my first participation with the festival was '91.
You've been involved with the poet.
Yeah. So it started. My first started in '91. I was a participant in one of the theater pieces then, Celebration of African Odyssey, and then I think I did that two festivals, and then started doing Midnight Poetry with Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Wow. Tell us about that forum and what it is today.
So, Midnight Poetry was an idea of Larry Leon Hamlin, Mr. Marv Tastic himself, and he went, we want to do something sexy and, just something special. Marv Tastic, right? Exactly. I've been doing some work with HBO Deaf Poetry and doing some work on U Street in Washington, D.C., where I was based at the time. And it just made sense because of my history with the festival, because of my history with Larry, that sort of come in. We had that same year, we had a cadre of hip-hop theater pieces that we had brought to the festival as well.
Ozzy and Ruby with a chair picture. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. I think Camilla Forbes and Hip Hop Theater Junction, Chad Boseman, who's now Black Panther, like we're all here.
What is poetry to the festival in terms of the extra feature? What do you think it has done for it?
So for me, I think the poetry event, which is now Words and Verses, is what's added to the festival is a component that I think is really accessible to the community. I think it's a piece that connects the dots between poetry, culture, and that art form and theater.
And it takes place in the evening?
It takes place at 10:30 at night, every day of the week, well, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we're there, doors open at 10 o'clock. We smash, we're gonna get great poets. We've got the Durham Slam team, we've got Slam Charlotte coming out tonight. Tomorrow night, Friday night, we've got the Word Society, which is a Winston Salem based crew, coming to do their thing, and they're great. And we also have the Hamiltones, or a vocal group, and they'll be talking a little bit about some of their connections with theater as well.
Well, you also trained protege. Can you tell me about your latest protege with this whole endeavor?
Larry, LB the poet. Not only a phenomenal artist, he's a man of the community, which is really important in his role, sort of taking over the poetry thing here at the National Black Theatre Festival. A big part of the festival is kind of unspoken, that there's a mentorship that happens. It's multi-generational, and it just happens very organically.
How do we contact you and your endeavors year-round, and how do we contact him?
So he is LB the Poet on social media. Check him out, LB THEPOET, LB the Poet on Instagram. Also, you can check him out on Facebook. I'm Weusi, WEUSI, B as in boy, 333.
If Larry Leon Hamlin and Sylvia Hamlin and Mr. Alexander were standing here right now, what would you say to them?
Love and thanks. Larry was a big part of me being and understanding what it means to be a professional in the arts industry. Not just a professional artist, but arts administration, producing, directing, having an understanding of the full plethora of things that it takes to do a show. And I'll be eternally thankful for that. Sylvia, I had my 4-year-old daughter with me. I was like, she's the queen of the festival. This is the queen. And people may not totally understand her power in a kingdom, but you better recognize, like that's...
Mr. Alexander, the new artistic director.
Oh, yeah, Jackie Alexander. Tip my hat and give salute. What's going on now is great. The visioning and creativity is blossoming, and we'll see the future in it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Weusi.
You're welcome.